Every retail chain has its own warehouse to stock the merchandise to be used when the existing stock replenishes. Now, I told inventory is a physical resource. So it's a product which is physically present and you are keeping them in stock all the time. So you also have a small other warehouse or go down. So it's usually called warehouse in a professional terms. So this warehouse which you have in your own shop, you will have to keep maintaining the stock in the warehouse so that you don't put the board as out of stock. Okay, so you have to maintain the a retail chain. Okay, you have to order for the apples, get the apples at right time so you can sell the apples. Okay? The retailer keeps a track of the stock booths and make sure there is surplus inventories to avoid being out of stock. Such a procedure is called as inventory management. Now what is that management? Is nothing but whenever you see the stock going down of apples, or let's take for example stationery store. Now in stationery store, if the pencils and pens stock is very less, okay, you're just left out with 10 pens and the one box of pencil. So you make sure you have ordered it in much advance so that the delivery happens on time. Now why order in advance? Because once you order immediately, they will not be able to give you the product. They might take a day or two. So in that case, you will have to be careful in maintaining your inventories. Another very, very simple example, inventory management at home. Okay, now during this lockdown period, we are expecting the extension of the lockdown because of more cases in the coronavirus part. So in such lockdown period, what will happen is we might not get all the products which we require. So we always make sure to buy enough products, okay, to buy enough products, and then we will be stocking them up to avoid the further hassle so that we don't have any problem in the future. Now, why should we keep this inventory? To stabilize production. So once they produce, they cannot keep with them only, right? So imagine if Amul or if Parle factory, all these produce biscuits and chocolates and ice creams and just keep it with themselves. So what is the use of producing all of this? So they'll have to produce, sell. Again, they'll have to produce, again, they'll have to sell. So this is going to stabilize the production process. Then to take advantage of price discounts. When you sell ice creams in summer, where there are more sales, you will get more profits. If you sell ice creams in winter, the sales are relatively less, so you get less profits. So if you see ice cream sales are more in summer, along with that, there are more of discounts also in summer. You get a family pack, or you get a 1+1 offer for few brands. Okay, that is rare, but you usually get a family pack at a less price. Those are the price discounts to meet the demand during replenishment period. Now this is something of a replenishment period. Now here demand is more for the products. Now you are not allowed to go outside, you cannot roam around like before freely, so you are restricted into one place. No matter if it's your own home also, you feel much restricted. Okay, so in such times the demand for the products are high. In such period you will have to be, or the company should be in a position to produce the product and sell the product. Imagine if these products also stop their factories, like Ashirwad factory, which they give atta and which they give a lot of spices. Or if farmers sit back and say, no, I am not producing because of coronavirus, what will happen to us? So they also, whenever demand is high, they will not stop the production. They will go on with the production and help us in our needs. Okay, so to prevent loss of orders or sales, so we make sure we give the orders and we make the sales at right time. And to keep the pace with changing market conditions. Changing market conditions are the same scenario once again. There was a beautiful market condition this year in the starting, and once we were hit by this virus, the markets had to be forcefully closed down for many reasons. So in such cases also, we have to make sure we sell the product and try to get some amount from it. If not profit, but at least the investment, whatever was done, should come back. Okay, so that is why we have to maintain the stock and make sure the stock is in the right position or right order. Okay, so hope everybody understood the inventory management. Did you all understand this slide? Can you please leave it in chat? Okay, let's continue. The next one is inventory management. Now, inventory management types. Okay, what are the different types of inventory managements that are there? Not much in detail. These are just few highlighted points for you. Okay, there is something called ABC analysis of inventories. Now, ABC analysis means whatever goods you have, those are divided into three parts: A, B, and C. Okay, A type of goods are very, very valuable. They are high in value, and that will be of high use also. Okay, we are going to use this A material too much. We are going to use the A material in too much number. So A is that of a material which is high in value, which is very, very important for us, and we keep it very, very safely. Okay, for example, like the raw materials. Okay, the raw materials for doing the product. Then B category products. Now in this B category products, these are medium products. They are equally useful, but it's okay. You need not concentrate too much on them. Okay, those are B category products. Now in this, they are of medium value, so you will have to have little eye on them, and it is fine. Then C category products, these are of low value. So if one or two is lost also, it is not a problem. For example, like screws, nuts, bolts in the manufacturing unit. Okay, that you cannot keep a track of it all the time. Okay, or if you have another screw being out or not being seen anywhere, in such cases also it's fine. So ABC analysis, we divide the products into three different categories. A is of high value, high usage. It's something like in a jewelry store, diamonds are of high usage. Okay, high value, too much of value, so you highlight the product. B are of a few jewelries which has a mix of gold, silver, platinum, all these mix. If you have, those are B category. C category goods are those like covering of the gold covering which you have, right? So now what happens is, in the jewelry shop you get those extra purse for your jewelry. Like if you buy a jewelry, they'll give you a purse or a box for that. Those are C category goods, so they don't mind too much about those. If one is not proper, they'll give you another purse for that. Okay, so those are called as A, B, C categories. Okay, so that is ABC category. Then after that, let's go on and understand the next one, that is JIT or just in time. Now here just in time is nothing but at that point of time. Okay, when I get the order, I am gonna get the products and do the production. Now this was first successfully implemented by Toyota company. That's a Japanese company which introduced this JIT concept into their business. Just in time, at that point of time, they are going to get the products, so they have zero inventory. They do not want to maintain any stock at all. They'll have zero inventory, zero lead time. You need not wait too much for your product. Let's say you have booked an Innova car. Okay, so they immediately get all the products required for that, so they need not keep the stock of it. Then you need not wait for 2 months, 3 months and all. So there is zero delay, so and zero failures. Since every product is done that particular time, they give 100% attention to the product and they make sure everything is intact. So there is no problem with any of the car production or any other product which they are selling. So that is just in time. At that point of time, they get the products, they get all the raw materials, manufacture the product and sell it immediately. Okay, next, perpetual inventory system. Now this is something which is being seen in small places. Every day they will take stock, every day they make sure the things are in right place. So that is perpetual inventory system. Then economic order quantity. So we will have a certain limit for the inventory set. Let's take for example, we have kept uh, let's say chili powder. Now chili powder packets are there of 100 grams packets. Chili powder 100 grams packet of MTR is kept in the shelf. Now I keep a target. Like let's say I can arrange 50 packets in one shelf. Now, if the packets are sold and if the packets have come to 20 packets, then I immediately order for the chili powder packets and I have a stock with me. So I keep a margin or I keep a proper number where I can reorder the stock immediately. Okay, so that is economic order quantity. Next, VED analysis. VED analysis, nothing but vital, essential, desirable. Vital means we, again like ABC, we are gonna divide the stock into three types: vital, essential and desirable. So vital stocks are those which are very important, which are like need. It is like food, clothing, shelter for us. Okay, so those are vital. Now let's take for example, we are manufacturers of crayons. Now for crayons, what is the basic raw material? Wax crayons, say for example. So wax is required for us. So wax is a vital material that is required. Then essential. Now once you, along with wax, what is the other thing required? Color. Okay, for every crayon that you want to do, you require a color. So those pigmented color powders are essentials. Okay, those are also essentials. Then desirable. Desirable is the packing of the crayon packet in a very colorful way, so the kids are attracted. So that is desirable. So VED analysis, we again classify the products into three different types: vital, essential and desirable. Next, stock levels. How to keep the stock levels? SKU is one of the type to keep the stock levels. Stock keeping unit. Now here their work is only to maintain the stocks all the time. They will have a unique code for each of the product, or they will have a tracking numbers, something like your courier. Okay, so courier, when you courier anything, may it be a document or file, anything, they will put one sticker on the courier cover. Okay, that sticker is a unique number. So that courier company or the post company will make sure that courier goes and reaches the particular place. Okay, that particular company or the particular let's say house. So they make sure the inventory of the couriers is kept in track, and they make sure it is always easily known when to order and reorder. Okay, that is SKU. Next, new old stock. This is something like you have bought a dress for yourself and the dress was very nice. You have not worn the dress. Now the dress is there in the cupboard from 2 years. It's a new dress, but you have bought it before 2 years. So it's a new old stock. Okay, those are NOS. Similarly, in few of the shops also you will get new old stock. So these new old stocks only are put up as clearance sale. Okay, that inventory also should be maintained. So that stock also is supposed to be maintained. So these are the few types or techniques where you can maintain the inventory. Okay, so hope everybody understood this slide or this points of inventory management. Can you please leave it in slide, sorry, in the chat? Now let's go to the next topic, merchandise management. Now in merchandise management, what is going to happen? So merchandising is termed as planning, buying, selling of merchandise. Merchandise means product. It's nothing much of merchandise means goods or products that we buy. Okay, so merchandising is the term that as it is termed as planning, buying, selling of merchandise. Okay, and it is an integral part of retailing and also one of the most challenging functions. Why challenging functions? Because first thing you have to plan, then buy, and then sell the product. So it is not an easy task to do everything at once. Okay, so you have to first plan, then you will have to buy and maintain the inventory of the product. So that is what is required to be done here, which is known as merchandise management. Then there is a quote which says, goods well bought are half sold. So if you buy the right goods, if you buy a quality goods, it means people will 100% buy your products. So if you, for companies like, let's say showrooms like Peter England or Arrow Shirts or Raymond's, they don't, think too much about customers coming in or going out. Okay, few customers come only to see and go. Few customers come and buy. Okay, so why they don't mind so much? Because they believe in their quality. Okay, they believe how rightly their products are and how well they can be sold. Okay, so that is goods well bought are half sold. Next, according to American Marketing Association, AMA, okay, this is one of the institution, they have given us the definition of merchandising. Merchandising encompasses planning involved in the marketing, the right merchandise or service at the right place, at the right time, in the right quantities, and at the right place once again. So what does merchandising involve? Merchandise involves planning involved in marketing the right merchandise or service. So right product or service should be marketed. Now if you see certain beauty parlors or saloons, whatever you call for, they do lot of advertisements. Let's take one example of the clinic. Okay, that was uh, I think you have heard about V Care. Okay, now V Care is a clinic. Okay, it's a therapy clinic for hair care. Complete hair problems they're gonna solve is what they claim. So they're gonna market their service. Okay, V Care is a service, which means they give you treatments for any faulty in the hair or in the scalp and all that. Okay, so for right service, they do the marketing and at the right place. That is very, very important. Now, you cannot go and do the marketing in a place where people already have good long hairs. Okay, they should go and market themselves in the places where people don't have hair. Right? Now, if people don't have hair, that is when they will have the wish to grow new hair. So, such right place has always to be considered and at the right time. Timing in marketing is important again. Now, the recent example, what happened was SBI cards. Okay, SBI cards came up with a nice IPO. IPO is first time they're giving out the shares or they're selling out the shares, initial public offer. Now that was not, I think that was not much of a right timing for SBI cards to give out. So since the timing was bad, their share values went down and they had to sell it through discount. So right time makes a much important difference in the merchandise management. Then in right quantities, you cannot just dump everything on the people. Okay, you cannot say, now if you see few products like let's take for example Santoor soap, Medimix soap, uh, and you will find certain other products, I don't even remember few names, which gives you four to six soaps in one go with very reasonable price. Okay, it's not that their uh, product is not good, it's the offer or the strategy they use to sell the products. Or you can see Dabur honey 1+1 offer, lion dates, lion honey, all these are in the quantities. So they do not give you, if it's a lion honey, they don't give you 4-5 bottles. They only say 1+1 offer. So you'll have to buy only so much. And this right quantities again has to be given at the right place. So merchandise management is again a important task in retail store. Okay, in other words, how is this simply explained? It's termed as analysis, planning, acquisition, handling, and control of merchandise investment of retail operation with the objective of maximizing sales and profit of a category. So this total point from AMA is being said in a simple words. So what is merchandise management? You have to analyze which product to buy. You have to, after analyzing, plan and order how much you have to, which product you wanted to buy. And then you will acquire the product, means you will get the product. You will make sure it is safely saved in the warehouse or the godown. And then you will control the investment. How much did you invest in buying the stock? You make sure you check all of that. Now, what is the object of doing so much work? The object is to get more sales, which means more profit for that category. Let's take, for example, we are a supermarket. We have all variety of products. So we analyze which all is out of stock. We order for all the products after planning. We get the products, we make sure it is on the rack properly kept, and people will be buying the product. Once people see many variety of product, they will start doing lot of unplanned purchases. So in such scenario, we will get more profits. Okay, so that is what is called as merchandise management. Then process of merchandising. Now, what is this process? How do we do it? Okay, the same thing, the same words are given in the way of process. Very simple to understand. Let's just go through. Okay, process of merchandising is firstly a right product. Always take a right product of proper quality. Read the instructions. See when the product is manufactured, when it is going to expire, what are the ingredients. If you are allergic to any of the ingredients, especially if it is something which you are wearing onto your skin or which you are eating, okay, those things matters a lot because it might affect your health. So right product has to be taken to the right place. Now I cannot go and sell, I gave an example of McDonald's selling their hamburgers in India. Nobody will eat hamburgers in India. Okay, for us that we have a sentimental, one community of people in India don't eat pig, the other community, maximum of the community don't eat beef or the meat of cow, because we feel it is very auspicious for us to uh, you know touch and consider cow. Okay, so right product at right place. So if McDonald's had to come to India, it has to get the products, right product for Indian market. Same thing happened with KFC also. Okay, and Burger King also. Okay, if they had to get those hamburgers to India, they would have become a big flop. So they came up with aloo tikki, they came up with chicken burgers, chicken lollipops, something of that kind. So which actually clicked well in India. So right product and right price. You cannot simply charge for one burger 500 rupees. Okay, there should be some reasonable price for the product you're giving. Okay, then to right location, what is the right place where you have to sell? Now if you want to start a KFC or a Burger King, where do you start? Right in the center of the city, where people can afford to buy the products. That is where you have to start. Right time again, you cannot start your business during lockdown. Okay, no customers will come out. So right time to meet projected sale. You will have certain plans of doing the products, so or selling the products. Let's say I have a target of selling 100 burgers today, so that is my projected sale. And to generate required margin, to generate how much profit I require. Let's say I have invested 10,000 rupees. Now I am expecting 20,000 rupees or 15,000 rupees from the business. So that is required margin. Maintain defined stock cover. So to do all of this, you have to maintain the stock properly in the business. So that is the process of merchandising. Hope everybody understood the merchandising management and the process. Can you please live in chat if you have any doubt? Everybody understood this merchandise management? Okay. Now, next is category management. Now, category management is also very much related. Now, what happens in category management? Let's just go through quickly. Now, category management is a different type, or it's a unique product and services which are interrelated or substitute. Okay, let's see here. Okay, category means a distinct manageable group of products or services that the customer perceives to be interrelated and or substitute in meeting a consumer needs. Something like category means, now tea is one category, okay, coffee is another category. So these are substitutes in the consumer needs. If few people come and select tea for their daily drink, some select coffee for their daily drink. So those are substitute goods. Interrelated goods. Now you have to buy salt. Salt is something presented every dish. Okay, it's present in every dish. Okay, along with that, let's take for example, you want other pulses, cereals, rice, oil. Okay, all these are interrelated goods. So oil is a category, pulses are different category, biscuits are different, uh, tea is different, coffee is different. All these are different categories. So how do you maintain such categories separately? Okay, let's see what all this category management will include. Space planning to ensure desired display space. So if you just get all the oil packets of 1 liter and dump it one on the other, so do you think the oil packets will survive there as it is? I mean, it doesn't have, the actual life. But what I'm saying is, will the packets be there without opening it? Of course not. So when you cannot put too much of weight on the oil bottles or oil packets. So you have to maintain a proper planning of space whenever you're keeping the products there. So that is space planning. Next, assortment planning to facilitate the achievement of required financial objectives. So you also have to make sure and highlight which is the highest required product by the consumer. So if you keep that product in the first only, you will get more sales of that product, so you can get more profit. Visual merchandising to optimize display efficiency and aid walk-ins to conversion of a store. So if you keep few highlighted products near the window or in the entrance only, so people will see from outside and say, okay, this product is available there, let's go and buy. So visual merchandising plays a major role. Window display plays a major role. Then inventory management to ensure required stock cover and avoid being out of stock. Out of stock is one thing which customers will never ever like to hear. Okay, so they always want whatever products they require. So never make sure the stock never goes out of stock. So you have required inventory for selling of the product. So category management means how beautifully I arrange the product in different categories, in different products, so people will be able to easily come and buy the product. So that is category management. Now the last topic is category management cycle. Now how this category management is wholly planned, okay, that is called as category management cycle. So let's see step one by one. First you will define a category. Let's understand these steps with the example. Let's take an example of cream, face cream. Okay, now face cream, I only said face cream. Okay, so the category for us here is face cream. Now let's go to the next step. Assess role of category. How do you assess the role? how do you separate the categories? You have certain types of categories: destination category, routine or preferred. Now destination category, let's understand. Destination category means new products or high value creams which you get. Okay, those are destination category. Next, routine or preferred category. Okay, here everyday people will use face cream, day cream, night cream, all that will be used. Okay, that is preferred category. Occasional category: in summer they want to use the different cream, in winter they want to use a cold cream, in summer they would like to use sunscreens, in winter they would like to use cold creams. Okay, those are seasonal category. Then convenience category, which is easily available and easily used by everybody. There are certain brands which is used by every other person generally, something like Nycil powder, Dermicool powder. Okay, these are convenience category. So we check which category they belong to, and then we will assess the performance. Now if our occasional category is giving us more profit, we will keep more occasional category goods, like sunscreens we will increase in summer, cold creams we will increase in winter. So we will assess the performance of it. Then set objectives and targets. So we will set ourselves an objective of selling uh, 150 units today of cold cream. Okay, excuse me, sorry. 150 units of cold cream if you want to sell. So that is our objective, and we devise that. Then devise strategies. How do you sell? Simply keeping 150 as goal will not make any sense. Okay, so you have to devise the strategy, give them offers, make the product look very nice, very highlighted, or you can always give them a little sample to use, then you can ask them to buy the product. Or you can say, so this is very hydrating product, it will remove your lines and puffiness and all that. You can come out with lot of marketing strategies here to sell the product. Then set category tactics. For every category like this, I only took one category, that was face cream. Like this, for every category you can come up with lot of things. Now another category which you can take, let's say cooking oil. Now cooking oil is not only sunflower oil, you have rice bran, you have corn oil, normal groundnut oil, sunflower. There are a lot of things. Okay, for that also you can go on and do all of these tactics. You can say it's good for health. The cholesterol will reduce for people. It's good for the bones. Vitamin A, vitamin E, D, all alphabets you can mention them. Then you have to implement whatever strategies you are making. Once you implement and you get good sales, very good. If not, review the cycle again, check where you can improve your marketing strategies, and then you can go on and do your category management. Now this category management is assessed in every store or every place wherever you see the products being sold. Okay, so that is the 8-step cycle of category management. Okay, so hope everybody understood category management also. Anybody has any doubt, you can please leave it in chat. Everybody understood?